All right, great. So now we're at the point where we're going to start prepping off for doing the lines, fair foul lines down the first base and third base line. So the best thing you can do is post your either nail or these other gizmos that help hold in like the the temporary bases that we use at the younger age divisions. Prep it in there, right here at the back of home plate, and start walking the line down towards third base. All right. If you don't have a nail or anything like that, you can just have somebody hold it.
If not,
all the way to the outfield.
So it's important that you have that you take good care of it when you're winding this out and winding it back up for the next person to use. Otherwise, you can see it ends up in a little bit of frustration. For the sake of time, we're just going to stop right here at third base because you can see down the course of the line we have a bunch of mangled knots. And don't worry, we'll get some new stuff. All right. So you always want to keep it tight to the nail. Pull the string that it's really tight, so it builds a nice straight line. This is really tight, so we can just get it to the point where it just lets off a little bit of the tension, or you can have somebody kind of hold it still like this, okay? And again, you should kind of be able to shake that line out so it's super straight. Super straight. And you'll see if you kind of mostly did this right, you should be pretty much lining up to the corner of the batter's box to be able to roll out the line, all right? All right, just, again, make sure this sucker's locked before you start rolling. or I always like to pick it up because I'm the one that kinds of forgets to make sure it's locked, so I've gotten in the habit of picking it up and moving it around. All right, so drop it off on the 2-inch line or 4-inch line if you like to go through a lot of extra chalk. Don't recommend it. I recommend the 2-inch line. All right, kind of get it going. Make sure you're good. Here's the fancy part is I don't think you want to just like walk right behind it with your feet kind of close together. I like to use my legs a little bit spread apart so that we can kind of focus on keeping it right on the string, right over the top of the string. Plus, if you were walking too close to the middle, you'd just be stepping on the line. So, and you can see I wasn't paying attention there for a second, so I got a little bit swervy. Back on track, back on track, back on track here. Probably want to stop when you get to the base. Lock it up, move it over the top. I'm going to go right to the other side of the string here, and here I'm going to freehand it. But it's only a couple feet, so it's not that big of a deal. All right? And what you want to do is follow that out to the edge of the grass. Right? Good deal.